Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to install the stock ROM, stock firmware on your Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. Okay, so we're gonna begin. As I said, we're gonna do flashing stock ROM on your Samsung S20 FE with Odin. You're gonna see everything. It's gonna be step by step. So if you don't understand something, don't worry. Stock firmware, stock ROM is basically the the operating system, which is made by the manufacturer, in this case by Samsung. And if you want to flash it for whatever reason, because there may be several different reasons why you may want to do that, maybe something's not working, or you've tried installing a different firmware earlier and want to go back to the default one, to the one which is from Samsung. If you've done a custom ROM earlier, then you can do it, of course. And now we're gonna need to do a few things on our phone, but before that I'd highly recommend just going to the computer, and on your computer go to our HardReset.Info website, because here we're gonna have a few things that you need to download on your computer. So let's tap on download, click on download, and find Samsung drivers. If you don't see them here, just type that in and you'll see this picture. So let's go into that, let's click on download, and now you can see it is downloaded. We'll also need to go to downloads on our HardReset.Info website to get to Odin. So type in Odin, and then find the newest version, which is 3.14.4. Click on download, and then click on download again. Now it's gonna work. If we go to the file explorer, in the file explorer, let's go to downloads, and then we'll see our Odin and our Samsung drivers. So let's click. I'm using WinRAR to unpack the files, because they are in, like, one of them is in both of them are in 7-zip format, so you can use either 7-zip or WinRAR. These are just programs that you can download. By the way, you can just go to win-rar.com, download the program if you don't have it. So later on, when you see the apps here, the folders here, they are gonna have this icon, and when you right click on them, you can just go to WinRAR and select extract to, and it's gonna extract to a folder of the same name. I'm gonna do the same with Odin, like that, and now you can see we have those two things. Let's go to Samsung drivers first, and let's simply double click on it, so it opens. It says in my case that it's already installed. If I want to install it again, if in your case it's also already installed, I still recommend clicking on yes, so you get the newest version. Now let's click on next, install. I have it in Polish, but it doesn't really matter. You just need to click on next a few times, then install, right? And after it's installed, I would recommend restarting your computer to make sure it works, although I think it should be working anyway. But if you have some, to prevent any problems in the future, it is worth just restarting your computer. Now also, it's worth going to our phone, to settings. It is very important to go to about phone and find model name. I'm actually gonna go to software information, because here I'm also in baseband version. Baseband version is very important. I think I need to turn the brightness a little bit down. Okay, now you can see the phone a bit better. The baseband version also has the model name, which in my case is G781B. So I need to find that, G781B firmware, right? And now there's lots of different websites. I'm just gonna go to SAMFW because I know it installs pretty quickly. We're gonna wait a moment until it loads, and now we're gonna have a few things to verify here. So yeah, we're gonna have the things. Well, okay, it's just like that. Yeah, and now we have different versions here, and as you can see, okay, we don't need any combinations or stuff like that. Just these. You can see there's lots of different ones. So maybe I'll just select like well, okay. There's okay. I didn't expect that big selection of things, so I'm just gonna make sure. What am I supposed to do with it? Okay, I made sure, as I thought, it's best to just select your country. As you can see, there's like, for example, lots of different United States. I don't really think it matters which one you select, because, you know, it just doesn't say anything here, anywhere here, so I don't think we need to care about that. Or actually, you can see that there is service provider version in software information, and it says OPV, and I have Poland OPV, right? So it's best to select that. I'm gonna select the Polish version just to make sure everything works. And now we're gonna have lots of different versions here. And now it's gonna be pretty important because you can see there's the model version, then XX, and then there's either S or U. It doesn't matter. It can be S or U. They both mean the same. And then after that S or U, there's gonna be a letter. And it can be H. In my case, it's H. And you can see on the phone, it's also H. And it goes, of course, in the alphabetical order from A to Z. Now, if the baseband version currently, you can see here, is H, and then I cannot install an older version. So if I have an H, I can't install B, right? If there was a newer version than H, like for example, there was I or J or K, then I could get it, but I can't get G because it's too old, right? Because it doesn't have the newest security patch that this phone already has. So it's gonna cause conflicts because the bootloader version is not gonna be compliant to the firmware version that you try to install. So I will need to get the H version. So after XXS or XXU, there's gonna be the letter. I need to select the H because this is the only version I can get. But if in your case, for example, your baseband version on your phone says A, then you have like freedom of choice. You can select whichever version you like. Now you can see it says H here as well. It's the revision number, and now I'm just gonna download it. I selected this website because I know that it works the fastest. But it doesn't really matter which website you choose. I'm just gonna try downloading it. And yeah, let's see if our drivers are already on there. Yeah, they are there, so I can close it. As I said, it's worth it's not installing. Restarting your computer after installing the driver. I'm gonna try to download it. Okay, yeah, now it's downloading, but I'm actually gonna check whether I already have it downloaded somewhere, because there's a high chance that I already have it. So you can see on the list here, well, there's something. It says XEO instead of OPV, so maybe it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the version that I have right here is gonna get installed, and Yeah, we can already turn the phone off. And before we do that, it is worth to go to your accounts and backup in settings, manage accounts, and if you have a Google account right here, click on it and sign out of it so it doesn't cause any problems later. Because if you have a Google account, then it's gonna do an FRP, factory reset protection, and it's gonna just ask you for the previously logged in account once the phone is flashed. So, you know, it's just unnecessary to go through all of that. It's worth to just log out of it. Right now, also I'm gonna turn the phone off, of course, by pressing on power and volume down, then power off and tap on it again. And on the downloads list, you can see I have the Odin folder, and I can go to that. I can just go to Odin exe. And yeah, it says please be sure to delete your Google account, also Samsung account, before downloading the binary. Let's click on OK. And now we're gonna have our Odin. I'm just gonna wait until the file is downloaded, and I'm gonna get back to you. Okay, by the way, now I'm like really sure what is happening with all the like CSC versions, which are these like country versions. So yeah, there's that's because there's different operators, right, in different countries. So like for example O2, I know O2 is probably gonna be the O2 operator, carrier, yeah, carrier. Network carrier, because you know some carriers sometimes release the phone with a different version of the system. Like for example, you know, for Poland there's a carrier named Plus, so probably this is gonna be Plus. Then this one, I'm not really sure. It's gonna be maybe Play or T-Mobile, and then this one is probably gonna be Orange. We have an operator like that, and an XEO. This version, in my case, it's gonna be the clean version without any operator, any carrier stuff, because you know sometimes the carrier may do an additional animation for your like for the booting of your system or stuff like that. So yeah, these are basically the things here. So the like for the Great Britain, for United Kingdom, we have the BTB, BTE, BTU, EVR or H3G. It's not like you really need to select the correct one. There's just, you know, an option for you. You can select whatever, honestly. So yeah, as I said, now we're gonna see if I type in, for example, a certain country. I can type the name of the country, like let's type in United Kingdom. Then you can see there's different ones, and yeah, that's basically how it works. Honestly, you can select a different anyone, but if you, for example, want T-Mobile, I think this is gonna be T-Mobile, but I'm not really sure whether it's T-Mobile. You could probably check it somewhere, but yeah, it doesn't matter as much. So yeah, now I can properly tell you what these do here. Okay, so my firmware is almost downloaded. I'm already gonna go to the file explorer. Let's go to get download. It's unconfirmed yet, but there's like 3 seconds left. Okay, now we have it. I'm just gonna right click on it, click on WinRAR, and I'm gonna extract it. It's gonna take a moment, of course, but yeah. Now you're gonna need a cable for your phone and the computer, and make sure that that cable supports data transfer, because not all cables are built the same, and some cables may not support data transfer, maybe only for charging, especially the cheaper cables. So you can test it out on the same or a different device, whether you can, for example, transfer a photo between your computer and the phone. But now my phone is already off, so I can just now start pressing on the volume up and volume down at the same time, and while doing so, plug in the cable to the phone. Now I should see this screen with a warning, and I should click on volume up shortly, and I'm in download mode now. Now I should get to Odin. You can see in COM port, in like somewhere here on COM ports, you should see your like it should lit up with, like, for example, mic is here, and then we'll need to select the BL, so click on it. Then we're gonna get to downloads, our firmware folder, and select the BL, the file that begins with BL. Open it, and now it is loaded. Now let's go to the AP file and select the AP file from the same folder. Now it's gonna wait a bit longer for the AP file to load. So let's just wait. It's checking all the stuff, like with the MD5. MD5 is some sort of a hash to verify that the file was downloaded correctly, you know, that it's gonna work with your phone. Yeah, and now it's gonna take a moment. I'm just gonna get back to when it says it's done. Okay, now it's our time for CP. Let's get the CP file. Let's open it. Okay, and now the CSC, it's gonna be home CSC, I believe, or CS. I also need to make sure. Yeah, okay, just the standard CSC. Let's open it. And now we are good to click on start. Now let's wait a moment. It's doing everything here. You can see it says everything. Now it's gonna take a moment, so this bar here needs to load, and when it loads, I'm gonna get back to you. But yeah, it can take a few minutes. Okay, so as we can see, it is almost done. Also, I think there's this like bar at the bottom. I don't know if it indicates whether it's getting done or not. Yeah, but the phone now turned off, and it says pass in Odin. So yeah, it's getting done. And I'm gonna get back to you when it restarts. It will take a moment. It is normal for it to take a while, but after that you can set up your phone, of course. Okay, so as we can see, the phone has restarted. We can unplug it from the cable, we can click on start, and we can set it up. I'm not gonna show you the setup process because it's easy, first of all. And of course, if you don't know how to do it, don't worry, there's a video on it on the channel, probably from like 5 years ago, but it's still gonna be pretty accurate. And I hope that this video was helpful, and that you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.